Welcome to Curly Q&A, Mondays with Melanie. This is episode number 77. If you're new with us this week, this is the internet's only Q&A with professionals about curly and ethnic and textured hair. And I'm your host. I'm Ken Nickels. This is Melanie Nickels. And she is the founder of the Raw Hair Organic Salon in Naples, Florida, which is one of the top curly salons in the entire country. And she is also the founder of the Raw Curls brand of natural and organic curly hair products. And the Raw Curls Academy as well, which is a training that she does at the Raw Hair Organic Salon in Naples, where she teaches hairstylists from around the country and around the world to work with curly, ethnic, and textured hair.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Mondays with Melanie. We are your curl counselors for this curly hair support group. It's kind of like AA for curly hair.
Kind of like,
but
yeah.
There's only basically a 6-step program.
Right. So, yeah, so it's a little different if you're new with us this week.
Curlaholics.
Yeah. It's a little different if you're new with us this week. It's this is our second show in our new podcast facility where we're trying to do lives just like we used to do at our kitchen for 75 episodes, and so we're working through a couple of things. Hey, I need to talk to our producer Rhett for a minute. Rhett, I'm not getting anything in my headphones at all. Any reason? Why? Hello? Not hearing anything.
Volume turned up on channel 3.
Channel 3.
All the way up.
It's there. It just kicked in finally.
There you go.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so if it started a little funny, it's because I couldn't hear anything. It was like totally silent. So anyway, so if you're wondering who we are, as I was introducing Melanie, Melanie's also an American board certified master hair colorist, specializing in curly hair. And she's a educator as well as a former exam evaluator for the organization as well. One of only 19 certified exam evaluators, to the best of my knowledge, ever. Hold on a second. Trying to get everything in line. Melanie was also personally trained by a U.S. And British national hairdressing champion, one that worked side by side with the Vidal Sassoon in Europe. And she's a graduate of one of the top Aveda Institutes in the United States. Melanie also served as a stylist on the long-running Broadway hit musical 42nd Street, and was a member of the SAG union as well. For the last 12 years, Melanie has donated one day a month of her time to the American Cancer Society's Look Good, Feel Better program, where, how do I describe that? It's a program where they teach women who are going through cancer treatments how to
have me describe it.
Describe that. I don't know how exactly to describe
Ken likes
that.
to take over the show if you haven't noticed.
Well, I am the host.
Okay.
This is what I'm supposed to do.
Okay. Well, the Look Good, Feel Better program is for women going through cancer. And what we do is we teach them as cosmetologists how to work with their hair and makeup, going through those changes that you go through with cancer. So the skin gets drier, the skin gets pale, there's hair loss on the head and in the eyebrows and eyelashes. So it's a very traumatic time for women. We teach them how to work with different products that are good for them going through this treatment. We also go through wigs and headbands and turbans and scarves. In fact, funny you bring that up. I don't think you brought that up last week because I was just contacted today by someone that I work with about the program. And anyway, I was just saying how I was thinking about her because I had been having that experience with my own mother recently, having to show her how to work with scarves and make different turbans and things for her head because unfortunately she is going through some cancer right now. So that's what we do, and it's a really great program. I believe it's in just about every state, so a lot of times doctors and nurses don't tell you about it, but I would definitely seek that one out. You get a really awesome bag donated by several different companies of all different kinds of makeup and skincare. It's really a great program.
Really neat, neat. And you've been a part of that at least
my
12
gosh.
years that I can think of, right?
Yeah, probably. I was doing that before we came down here, so probably almost like 20 years.
Been a long time.
Yeah.
Been a long time. Melanie also has extensive curl training with certifications like the Diva Academy, WeedAd, Curlisto, and more. She's by far the most comprehensively trained curl stylist probably in the country, to the best of my knowledge. And she also holds 2 college degrees, one in accounting and one in business management. So that's basically who we are. So we do this every Monday night. It's Mondays with Melanie. And now that we're doing podcasting and also videoing here, we did them, for those of you who watch for a long time, we did them in our kitchen for the longest time. And now what we're trying to do is we're trying to get this out to more people. So it's going to go out on several podcast platforms. These live shows will be archived on our YouTube, our Raw Curls YouTube channel, and through Twitter, Instagram, Facebook Live, in a number of groups, including our Curly Girls support group, which if you're not part of that, it's you can search it out on Facebook and join. There's probably 41,000 members in there and another 1,500 or 2,000 waiting to be approved. So pretty cool. Easy way to follow us in this show. We'll be able to do more of these, and we wish we would have started archiving them earlier. But we didn't. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it now. So yeah, like I said, it's the internet's only weekly curly Q&A with experts on it. Not just people who are telling you they're experts. So
yeah.
Anyway,
like I
so
said,
that's
it's
pretty much
kind
it.
of like AA for curly hair. It's kind of like,
Yeah.
hi, my name is Melanie. I'm a curlaholic.
Right.
How about
pretty
you?
much. Hi, Melanie.
Hi.
Oh boy. So do you, pretty much once a month we do what we call an Ask Me Anything show, and that's next week. So keep that in mind. If you have questions, you can ask us anything, and doesn't mean we'll answer everything, but pretty much everything we do, pretty much. So that's that. And we also try to do a couple of fun facts. You got any fun facts for us this week? Anything?
I do.
Tell us your fun fact for the week.
Well, we were talking about pedicures, and I guess we were talking, well, I can't share that part. So we were talking about pedicures in the salon, and I started talking about being ticklish. And so between the two of us, who do you think would be the one that's more ticklish? This is fun, actually.
No, it's not fun.
I guess that answers that.
Stop.
Yeah. So Ken is like super duper ticklish.
Stop.
And when he gets a pedicure at home anyway, he's like kicking and screaming and flailing just like that.
Oh my
and
God.
so I absolutely refuse to do it. He wouldn't act that dramatic in public, I don't think. But
I don't know. You know how hard it was the last time we went together for a pedicure? I'm trying to think, was it that we went to that organic place in Fort Myers, or was it when we were in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina? Was that it?
No.
You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
I can't
Let's
remember.
see.
That was the
I
would have been
the
2
last
years
one,
ago.
Yeah, the last one was in Fort Myers on Daniels. Where they serve you cocktails and stuff.
Right. I had to concentrate so bad. I had to concentrate so hard.
That's when I had my tonsils out. So they were both about 2 years ago.
Oh my God. I had to concentrate so hard. I'm like, oh God, because I just wanted to jump out of my skin. So anyway, that's not a fun fact.
That's a fun fact.
That's not fun. Stop. Anyway. Oh gosh. Oh, okay. I know I'll do something. One thing before we get started. I talked about this a little bit in our Curly Girl support group, but I haven't at all. And I'll post a link later, maybe later in the week and whatever. But we got these fancy dancy shirts. Can you see that? Anyway, so.
Well, read it.
It says, "No, you cannot touch my hair." So.
Is that when you get like the finger wave going?
Right.
No, you can't touch my hair.
Right, and I'll tell you.
I don't mind people touching my hair. It doesn't bother me.
I'll tell you.
If you're
not
using
your
the
face,
right,
though.
not my face, but my hair, whatever.
No.
I mean, if you're using the right products, I'm gonna say I use my Raw Curls products, and you can touch your hair because the anti-frizz is just reactivated every time you run your fingers through it, so it actually makes it look even better. So I don't mind.
Yeah.
I've had, I guess I don't have it too often, but there's been a few times that people ask to touch my hair.
It doesn't happen
Just
to me
don't touch
very
my face.
often, once in a while. Yeah. Okay. You want to get into some questions?
Sure.
All right. Let's get into some questions. This one is from Kylie Smith. She is, let's see. I'm new to Curly Girl method. I see a lot of people using brands like Suave, VO5, etc. Does it make a difference whether I use those brands or more natural brands like Mop Top and Diva Curl to obtain the best results to quote unquote heal my hair? What are your thoughts?
Okay, well, I just kind of got stalled when they said the natural brands, Mop Tops and Diva, but the difference is the quality of the products. So the salon quality,
I think that's what she meant. Being new, she's probably figuring that those are just better quality.
Exactly. So better quality products mean better curls. Absolutely, 100%. No question about it. The cheaper products are cheaper for a reason because they have cheap ingredients. They have all kinds of fillers and waxes and things that are going to build up on the hair. They might have sulfates that are going to strip the hair. They're not going to have the same quality of ingredients, so you're not going to have as nice of curls.
Sure. Okay. Hopefully that helps. Let's go on. Penny Brandon would like to know, Melanie, last week you talked about using oil in your hair, in your curls. What are some ways to use them that are beneficial?
Well, the main way that we use oil is as a finishing product. I love it as a finishing tool. It can be used alone, or that is one time that I do actually cocktail products together. So I like to cocktail I call it shine serum and oil together with the pomade, because you get the hold of the pomade, which gives you more frizz control, and then the shine of the oil, which is conditioning and, just gives you shine, but there's no hold to the oils. So basically it's for finishing, I feel, to give you some extra little bit of conditioning and shine and a slight, frizz control. It can calm those flyaways down, but it just doesn't have a hold factor to it.
Doesn't have a hold factor at all. Okay. All right, let's go on a little bit farther. If you hear in the background, if you hear any rumbling, it's because the thunder is really kicked up. I think there's a storm coming, and I can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it.
It's not my stomach tonight. We're
not
not in the kitchen, and
No.
I did get to eat. Well, he didn't feed me, but I did get a chance to eat.
No, and I didn't get to eat.
Usually we're in the kitchen, and I can smell whatever he's cooked for dinner, and I'm
Right.
starving.
Right. Well, all right, let's go on. Penny Brandon, she asked the oil question. Hopefully, Penny, that helps you out there. Carrie Lynn, I live on a farm and work with livestock every day and am a stay-at-home mom. I have been needing to shampoo or at least co-wash almost daily if I don't want to literally smell like a goat because my hair seems to hold on to the smell. Is this bad for my hair? How can I deal with the odors without washing? What are good products to use daily for washing that won't cause damage or dryness? This is a legit concern. I know this. I think I've told you this before years ago. I know I've told you this years and years ago when I was a
You worked on a farm?
No, no, but I dated a girl.
Oh God,
who was,
here we go with the dating thing again.
She wasn't a celebrity. I dated a girl who was she was a manager at McDonald's, and I dated her
that
for
qualifies as a celebrity.
kind of.
Okay.
At the time, it was a very short period of time,
Like
because
the other one.
No, not that short, but pretty short. She could not get that smell off her. I just like, no.
Oh.
Yeah, and literally it was her clothes, it was her hair, it was
Gross.
literally you could walk into their house through the front door and take like one or two steps in, and she wouldn't even be in the room. Like somebody else had answered the door. I'm like, ugh.
Did you greet her with like a palm full of those little pellets?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Like
but
you feed the animals at the zoo?
Right. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. But
then he wonders why she broke up with
She
him.
could not. I don't remember. Moving on.
Okay.
Anyway,
to
so
answer
that
the
smell is legit. It
question,
sticks in your hair.
Well, it depends again what products you're using. If you're using really great products that are gentle in the hair, no problem. You can wash as needed. So it's not going to strip the moisture and the nutrients out of your hair if they're, again, good quality moisturizing conditioning products. So, co-washing, perfect, let's see what else. There's also product lines that have something similar to the Raw Curls Anti-Frizz, but it's a curl refresher. And I believe Diva has one for sure.
These people have one.
Yeah, Onesta has one. Yeah, well, they're just spray leave-in conditioners, and they have refreshing natural fragrances in there that can help to... what's the name of the Diva one? Boy, that's really going to bug me.
Mr. Right?
No, they had something else. It's like a dry shampoo, too, that can refresh and remove oils and odor from your hair. So different product lines have products for that you could use in between if you didn't want to wet your hair down.
Interesting. Have you ever had to use anything like that for that?
No.
No, not at all.
No, I don't, unless I go somewhere that it's really smoky.
Yeah, I was thinking about a night of clubbing or something.
Yeah, because I go out clubbing every weekend.
In the past.
Yeah.
In the past.
Yeah. No, we were just talking about what the clubs are like. Dr. Suzanne was informing me. I wanted to go out dancing until I heard about that, but it's pretty bad.
Yeah, okay.
It's pretty bad. So, no, I really haven't had to.
All right, moving on. Let's see, next question. Jeanette Feathers-Surgis, who I know, actually, have known for ever. Decades. What are the differences in blow dryers? I use a $20 one from Target that came with a diffuser. I see some can run over $200.
And don't forget the Dyson dryer, which now is $400, and people are buying them like crazy.
Yep.
I mean, I had a struggle selling dryers for $200 or less, and people are just running out buying Dyson dryers left and right. It blows my mind. So there is a difference. Again, quality. You get what you pay for. So the professional dryers they have all different kinds of ionic, tourmaline, infrared, different things that are going to help dry the hair quicker, but not dry it out. You know, they don't remove too much moisture from the hair. They don't cause frizziness, which is really important with curly hair. Yeah. So I've seen clients actually burn their hair with the hair dryer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even an expensive one?
Well, yeah. Well, that I was just going to say, actually, I have to educate people when they buy a hair dryer from me because I'm selling a actual professional dryer that we use in the salon, and they get hot. The Dyson dryer gets hot. So you have to be careful, even though they say that it doesn't get really hot. It does. Sure. It dries the hair quickly, but it feels conditioned and shiny and smooth, and it doesn't frizz up. So that's the difference between a cheap one and an expensive one. And people really notice that. They're like, oh my gosh, what a huge difference. They can dry the hair faster, and it does, and it looks so much better. It's not dry and dull and frizzy.
Sure. Are more expensive dryers typically heavier, lighter, or is there no correlation in price to weight ratio?
No, there is no correlation. You have to, that's why it's so difficult for me to pick out the perfect dryer, because I have so many different things that I'm looking for, and one of them is that it's light. So it doesn't matter. I bought $200, $300 dryers, and they're heavy, and working in the salon, drying people's hair all day, I don't want a dryer that's really heavy anymore. I'm getting older, even though I like to think of it as a workout for my arms. I'm just not that interested in spending all day in the gym. So, yeah, price doesn't really matter. It's just you have to actually feel them.
Okay. Casey LaFoon, she would like to know, she's got a good question. Can you recommend a curly girl friendly haircut? I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow and I don't know what to do. I know to no longer have my stylist use the thinning shears. Any other, tough question to put into a couple of sentences, isn't it?
Well, okay, so what is she asking? Just for advice?
Can you recommend a curly girl friendly haircut? I mean,
there's the curly girl haircuts are considered the Diva, or Diva haircut, the Wee Dad haircut, the Curlisto haircut, the Raw Curls haircut.
Yeah.
Those are the big ones that I can think of out there. There may be a few others
Sure.
on the fringes, but those are the main curly girl friendly haircuts that you're going to hear about.
Yeah, I just saw. I didn't get a chance to tell you this, but I just saw this online. It might have been on Instagram in the last couple of days. I actually saw Michelle Breyer from founder of naturallycurly.com doing a video and a live event with Curlisto at Curlisto's Fifth Avenue Salon.
Cool.
They're pretty neat. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen him in probably close to a year. Did you see him in Orlando when we were in Orlando? I don't remember.
I did not. Actually, I did not. I know he was there, but I didn't see him.
Yeah, I didn't see him either, and I looked. But he's a friend of ours as well.
Yeah,
and
he's a really nice guy.
Really nice guy. He's got a big salon on Fifth Avenue in New York City. But yeah, they had an event there with a bunch of people, and Michelle was there as well.
Oh, that's cool.
That. So yeah, it just made me think of it because you brought it up. Okay, well, I hope that helps at least a little, Casey. Next question is from Jody Lottie. Are there any Curly Girl Method safe purple shampoos and conditioners for blondes?
Yes, absolutely. Our favorite that we use in my salon is made by O&M, which is Organic Minerals.
Or is it Original Minerals?
Oh, Original Minerals. Original Minerals. Yep, thank you. So, love it. It's fabulous.
Okay. If I get a chance, I'll post a link to that in the...
Problem is you have to buy it in a salon, as far as I know. It's not just sold. That's a professional product again.
I don't even know if you. Yeah, I don't know if you can even buy that on that website.
I
don't think they let you.
I don't think so.
I don't
no.
think there's a. I think it's
find
just
a salon that uses organic products and organic hair color, and they probably have it or can get it.
Yeah, or mention O&M. Yeah, that. Okay, all right. Let's see. Ashley Craig, she would like to know, besides the Raw Curls brand, what products do you recommend as being high quality? Got any comments on that? I've got a couple.
Yeah. Well, again, a lot of the professional products. So, the Diva, the Wee Dad, the Cristo, Curlisto has his own product line. Let's see. Onesta is a good organic one. Yeah. Oh, I don't know about that being curly, but
yeah, I don't know about that being curly at all.
Yeah.
InnerSense has got some good stuff.
Oh, InnerSense.
Some of their stuff in the line is ingredient quality is pretty
and they've
darn good.
Changed some things to be curl specific.
Yeah.
What else?
That's about it as far as higher quality stuff. Yeah, that's about it that I can think of.
I know there's more out there, but just off the top of my head, that's what I can think of.
Yeah. I think that's about it. Natalie Brinkley, she would like to know, Melanie, is there a way I can sleep on wet curls? I have a tight schedule. Welcome to the club. I have a tight schedule in the morning, and my hair looks terrible until it's dry. I shower at night, and I can't find any type of refresh method that works in the morning. Help.
That's interesting. I would personally never sleep on wet curls.
Never?
No.
Yeah, I see it's not, I see it's not uncommon that women try it. I think a lot of it has to do with, again, with their schedules, that they're not doing their hair in the morning. You're doing it before they go to bed, or they're taking their showers and whatever and doing it before they go to bed. Yeah, and people who have dry times that are, that are lengthy. Yeah, that's a problem.
I just can't see how that would work out very well. If anyone's had success with that, go ahead and share with the group, because I can't imagine that works very well. Just because it's wet, they're going to be crushed, so they're going to, your curl is going to form to how it is. That's how it's going to dry.
Sure, because then you end up, if you're going to bed with your curls wet, you're going to wake up with them dry and then try to refresh.
Yeah, it just doesn't
because they lose
really.
Their,
they're going to be crushed while you're sleeping. It's one thing to flatten them a little bit when they're dry, but when they're actually forming, when they're wet, I can't say is a great idea. And plus, I know people have talked about if your hair is never, I guess it would be drying during the day then, but you can get some other issues with your hair just being damp all the time, so you can actually get scalp issues. So that's just not something that I would recommend.
No, no, that's not good either.
But if someone else has had success with it, go ahead and share.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to throw another question in here that's not that I saw come up quite a bit in the last several days. So I'm assuming it might be the time of year that's it, and I don't, I didn't put it in a group. But do you have any thoughts or any recommendations for people or kids who are coming home lately with lice in their curly hair?
Oh, ew.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. All of a sudden, I saw kind of a rash of those coming up, and I'm like, I wonder what's going on.
Yes, there are some natural remedies to use for lice. You can use neem oil. You can use coconut oil. That will help to, basically you need to suffocate them. So, and just as a protectant on a daily basis, putting product in your hair, like hair's kind of actually, let's just use for lack of a better word, coating the hair with products. So, putting that pomade on the hair so that the lice is kind of repelled from the hair is what the teachers and people that I know do on a regular basis to try to not get the lice. But there are natural remedies for treating lice, and I know, let's see what else. The ones that I know are the neem and the coconut oil.
Yeah. Do they teach you about that in cosmetology school and beauty school? Do they teach you about that?
They do.
Yeah.
They just talk about more of what it is. They don't really, if I remember right, that was 21, 22 years ago. I don't remember them teaching us how to deal with it, but maybe. I'd have to pull out my lady book.
Yeah. Right.
I'm sure it's somewhere. And I'm sure they're still using the same one.
I'm sure they are.
It's crazy. But
I see people talk about it, and they'll post links on eBay. If you need a deal, here's what I'm like. I still got the same one like in storage.
I wonder if it works. I had a client that came in and she does pest control, and she told me the way to kill bed bugs was with heat. So like if you wrap your clothes and put them in the sun in a bag, that it will kill them. So I wonder if you wrap your head with a plastic bag and sit in the sun, if that would kill lice too. I'm not sure, but just.
I don't know. That doesn't sound right.
I don't know.
All right. Okay. Let's go on to a couple of questions. Joyce Ferragasso would like to know, what is the safest way to blow curly hair out straight occasionally? What products can be used to do that? So, yeah, that's something, I brought that up. It's interesting that we got that because we are totally against curl shaming. And we see that happen a lot is, there are people that have curly hair that don't want to wear it curly all the time. A lot of times it's for special occasions, weddings and things like that. They don't want to wear it curly. They want to wear it straight. And
that's their choice.
I know.
That's
and it
their
is shocking
choice.
to me how often those people, if they bring that up, will just flat out get attacked. And I'm like, no, we're not. We don't do that. So that's why I brought this question up tonight. What's the safest way to do it? Have you got any suggestions on that?
And actually, this is so weird because I stayed late on Saturday night for clients of mine, and we were talking about her daughter off at college, and she has some struggles with, I don't know if I want to call it bullying, but just different, kids, the way they act and behave and things they say. And she actually said a thing is called like, what was it, slut shaming, something like that. I was like, wow, like this is, because she said they call each other sluts sometimes, kind of like jokingly, and then she said there's like now this slut shaming thing. And I thought, I don't even I wasn't either, but I didn't even get it. It's so weird to me. I'm so glad we don't have kids. Okay, so what is the best way to blow the hair out straight? Well, the way that I like to with the Raw Curls products is using a gel and a shine serum mixed together.
Okay.
That blows out hair beautifully. So, the products are really versatile, and I'm sure you can do that with any other product line as well. Taking like a medium hold gel and putting a squirt of the shine serum in it, and it doesn't take a whole lot, and it really blows out the hair and smooths it beautifully, and then you have that hold, and it protects it from the heat of the dryer.
Do you ever blow out your curls?
Never.
Never, she says. Okay.
Not because I'm opposed to it.
Yeah,
Not because but I just don't like them straight, especially with my hair this long. It looks terrible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's go on to the next question. Carrie Lynn would like to know. Oh no, she's got a lot of a statement here. I hate my haircut, but since I just got a cut, I have to wait a while until I get another one to fix this one. I'm planning on saving for a diva cut for my birthday in November. Congratulations, good idea.
Yay.
In the meantime, I almost always wear my hair all up or at least half up. Is this damaging my curls? Is there a way to do this without causing damage? Best hair scrunches and hair ties for curly hair. Do you have any suggestions for any of that?
Cheryl Sarlo, you could answer that question. I'm throwing you under the bus.
Oh boy.
We
do that.
Yes, it does alter the curl pattern because you're pulling that hair straight or tight. And that's actually a problem that we have sometimes when people come into the salon for the curly cut and they have their hair pulled back. And if you're doing this all the time, it definitely does alter that curl. And if it's too tight, you can also have hair loss and breakage.
That's not good either. Now, is that something, a lot of times I see that in ethnic women, whether it be African women or black women or island women, where they actually looks like their hairlines are altered. Is that what that's from?
Some of it is because they really like to pull that back tight. They put the gel on. They really, comb it super tight. And yes, that can be part of the problem. It's usually combined with having relaxers though as well. But, I had that class there was that dermatologist. Oh, he was in my public speaking class. That's what it was. And we talked about this in length. And that definitely is an issue because if you're pulling too much on that hair, it can disrupt the hair follicle, which can cause permanent hair loss.
Sure.
So you see that a lot. So the best type of scrunchies, well, and if you're going to do it loosely. So like when I pull my sides back, a lot of people ask what I use when I do that. A lot of times I just use one of those little butterfly clips. It's just a little claw clip. And so it's not real tight. It's loose. Otherwise, what else? There's those new, I have some, they're like a ponytail holder and they look like a phone cord. And those are pretty nice. Like they hold the hair well, but they don't like pull it really tight. So those are good too.
Okay. Hopefully that helps. My next question is from somebody that I believe English may not be their first language. So the question might be a little, it may have to work around it a little bit, but just so you understand as I read it. This is from Anshul Vandalshore. How do I know what curl type I have? When my hair has dried by air, it's more wavy and fluffy. When I use my products from Sebastian, which is, she puts in quotations, it's a product that's for creating curls because she has a shrinkage issue, it sounds like. When I use my products from Sebastian, I have curls, at best when I blow dry with a diffuser. How can I get curly hair without that product? So it sounds like, I think what she's asking is more than anything, she wants to know, A, how do I figure out what curl type I have? And also she's, when she dries her hair, she has more wavy hair, but she's using a Sebastian product that's for curls, and she would like more of a distinct, more of a defined curl. Any idea on how she can get that without using particular products?
Well, first of all, about the curl typing, there are different sets of curl typing standards, but pretty universally people have been referring to the naturallycurly.com curl typing, which is more elaborate. So that's when you'll hear us talking about, 2 ABC through 4 ABC. So that's definitely a reference that you can use for curl typing. And then, but just, it really can be more basic. It's either straight, wavy, curly, or coily, and then, kinky you can go to. So, but like I say, naturallycurly.com does a more in-depth look at curl typing. So, and then as far as product, well, gels are going to give you a more defined curl. It's going to give you a stronger, longer curl is what I always say. So the stronger the gel, the stronger and longer the curl.
Sure.
So your creams, your mousses, things like that are going to give you a softer curl, a more elongated curl, or a wave, depending on your curl type. So I'm not sure which Sebastian product she's referring to.
I don't know either, and I didn't have a chance to look. I'm not sure.
Well, she's not naming it. She's not naming it. So, but that's the gist of it. So if you want a more defined curl, I would go to a gel. So I'm not sure if that's a gel product, but that's what I would try.
Yeah. Okay. Here's a question, and I can answer this one quick. It's just a quick one, and it's and then I'll let Melanie answer the rest of it. And it's mostly a question because it's a really hard word to pronounce. And I'm in this business. I deal with this every day, and I still have a hard time. Oh. This question is from Margaret Fight. Is methylisthiolone a silicone? No, it is not. It's a preservative, and it's commonly in our world, it's commonly called one of the itchy M's. Some people typically, if you have, now my nose itches. If you, typically, if you have an allergy to any type of hair product, it's usually one of the itchy M's, and that is one of them. It's not real common. It's some people who have those types of sensitivities. That's usually the one that they get sensitive to. The second part of her question is, do you have any recommendations for hair that is thinning?
Yes. Number one, like we talked about earlier, using the proper products. So you don't want to use things that are suffocating your hair and your scalp and your follicle.
Such as things with silicone in them?
Yes. Like silicone, waxes, those types of products are going to give you some buildup. So that could cause hair loss. Chlorine in the water could give you hair loss. That's a big factor that so many people aren't aware of. The city waters and things like that have a lot of chemicals poured into them to purify the water. But chlorine is a huge hair loss factor. So
do you recommend a shower filter?
Mm-hmm, I do. Absolutely. And what I can recommend for, growing hair back, there's lots of hair supplements. I was just looking at one today. They had at Costco. No, I was at Sam's Club. Same thing. So it was a collagen C supplement, and it had biotin in there and collagen and different things to strengthen the hair and help hair growth. Yeah. So folic acid, biotin, those are good things for growing hair. A lot of times we used to recommend people even take like a prenatal vitamin.
Yeah, I was going to say, aren't those typically prenatals?
Yeah. So, and then we also in my salon sell a product called Xenogen, and this is a wonderful product that actually helps to keep the hair from falling out, and it does promote new hair growth. So I've seen fabulous results with that. And
yeah, you can go to Xenogen.com and you can see that. And
yep.
If you do want to know more about that, if you don't see there, you can always message me. Yeah, we know those prenatal vitamins work. We have Melanie and I have a friend who, gosh, her child is like, I want to say going to college now. So it's been a long time. When she was pregnant, she was taking those. Am I exaggerating when I say her arm hair was this long?
You're exaggerating a little bit.
A little, not much.
It was probably
long.
6 inches long. She could wrap it around her entire arm. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. And who would walk around like that? Like, why don't you trim it? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was crazy.
I don't know what she ever did. I have to ask her.
Hopefully it fell out.
I talk to her husband probably once a week online.
Was that Jim Trado's wife?
No, that was John Burnside's wife. But he's in my Facebook friends. I can ask him and see what he says.
Yeah, so don't get the Xenogen in your chest. You don't want to grow chest hairs. No, they said it won't. I've actually asked about that.
Right.
Because I was worried about it rinsing on my face. I didn't want to grow a beard.
No. All right. Okay, let's wrap it up. That's pretty much it for this week. We got a ton of questions this week, but next week get your questions in early. We're gonna shut them off a day early. We just have to, so we'll shut it off on Saturday. I'll start asking in the Curly Girl support group. I'll put a post up on Instagram as well. Probably sent something out on Twitter if you watch on Twitter, and you post your curl questions, you ask questions, and we answer them. So
I have another fun fact.
You have another fun fact?
Yeah, I forgot. I was going to share.
All right, go ahead.
Because we were talking about addictions and this AA group or curly hair group, whatever one we're in.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to admit I have a sugar addiction, and some people know what my current drug of choice would be.
Oh, I do.
You do?
Yes, I do.
What?
It's those new caramel M&Ms.
Ooh, of course, it's got M in it, and it's a double M. Yes.
Right.
So I think I even have. I gave it up for like 2 weeks, but
those are them. Oh, now they're in a box.
yeah, they had some in a box.
Yeah.
I fell off the bandwagon, so I got a small box. At least today I didn't get the huge, ginormous party bag. So I'm doing better. But yeah,
right.
That's my fun fact. I am so addicted to these caramel M&Ms.
Okay, now here's a new thing. You know what's funny is that whenever M&M's comes out with a new flavor or whatever, before they launch it, the first thing they do is they put it on their NASCAR, and then like 2 or 3 weeks later it comes out.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what's on? You know what's on this week? Oh my gosh, orange dreamsicle.
Ooh, that sounds good. I might have to try that.
It must be, they must test market that way and then hand them out like at the races, and if people like them, then they launch them.
Yeah. Oh.
So I saw that and I was like, ooh,
maybe next week I'll have some of those.
Maybe. We'll see if they come out. So anyway, all right, that's it. We'll see you guys. Yeah, get your questions in next Monday. We'll see you at 7:30, and we've got surprises coming up for the first of the month. I can't tell you about them yet. I'll hint more next week, but it has to do with guests.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which will be fun because we've got, you guys can't see, but we've got the hot setup here where we'll have guests. So anyway, okay, great, wonderful. We'll see you guys. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week, Monday, 7:30.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Curly Q&A.
Have a great week.
All right, bye-bye.